All right, good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to, I believe this is day 7 now, which is crazy to say already, of this 2K to 10K flip challenge. As you could tell by the thumbnail, we're at $3,305 and some change. I'll break down the journal and stuff here in a minute, but wanted to just say huge congratulations to some of the people I saw in the comments that have been joining us on this journey. Some people are flipping cash accounts too. They're up 50%. Another person's pass an account, another person's got a payout. These concepts that Sai's put forth, I always want to point back to him because I don't ever want to be like, oh, these are mine or anything. This is just my version of what Trades by Sai does, but want to give credit where credit is due. So check out his channel. This is just my journey applying the concepts, and I believe I've found to do it in a more mechanical way where I can take some of the guesswork out, as you guys have seen in some of these videos. Now, if you guys were looking at the charts yesterday and looking for our setup, you can see clear as day that it happened on US dollar, Canadian dollar. I'm going to break it down here in a minute, but just want to give that quick update I always do. Here is our journal. We are on a 2-trade win streak now, so kicking back onto another win streak. This was just a 19.9 pip win, $170.22. We're able to get our lot size up quite a bit more now that the account's growing, but the account is at $3,305.82. And then you guys can see right here, the MetaTrader 5 account balance is up. So we are going to jump straight into the trade now. So I got it on the hourly just to kind of have it on the chart, just a clear picture, but you guys already know the drill. We're on the daily and on the 15-minute. So you guys can see yesterday, we're going to bar replay, take out today's candle. Around 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are looking at this change in candle direction. We have currently Thursday closing above Wednesday. This is as simple as the setup gets. You see this, and then what you're doing is now you're just setting an alert at this line right here, the high, because you're waiting for one simple thing. I'll even do it with this. You're just waiting for price to come back in this range and pull back out and then to go higher again, right? And that's all we do, and that's all we've done this entire series. And you're gonna see relatively fast, we'll even come back to this price point because this is when the daily candle closed. That way you can actually get a good picture of what it looks like on the 15-minute if it'll load. You can see that this was the previous day high that we had marked up right here, and this was the close beyond it. And what we were waiting for is simply price to pull back so we can match this move. Well, what we do get actually is we get price to kick up a little bit more, giving us a bigger move to match. And you're going to see right there, price kicks up higher. And let me take that off. Let me just draw it on. This is we didn't know it at the time, but we did know as soon as price came back in, that's our draw on liquidity. Now that price is getting below here, I want to show you guys, I want to show you every day. Repetition is going to help you guys more than anything else. Seeing these, trying to apply it when you guys go to the charts every day to see the setups I'm seeing. But basically, I'm going to take off these lines because here's the thing. We start to close under right here. What candle are we in, right? What candle range are we in? We are in this candle range right here, this box. It's easy to draw a box on it because you now need to know, now that we've closed back below the break of structure, we need price to now switch candle directions, which we are inside of this range. And you can see we come back above, but we are still inside of this candle, meaning we are still inside of candle ranges that are closing downwards. And now you're waiting for either a new range to set, which that new range actually does set right here, because this candle, this little red candle, closed outside of it, so we don't have to worry about this range anymore because the new range is set, if that makes sense. So that now the new range that we're inside of is still a down candle range, but it's right here. So we need candle ranges to go higher. Candle ranges do go higher. They go higher here and close back above our break of structure. And you can see that's the perfect entry at that point. And I'm gonna share something in a minute actually too about something I saw in the comments and you guys saying about like trying to maybe you would have got in over here because you didn't know that we were in this candle range still and you would have got tagged out. your stop would have got tagged out like right here because you just didn't understand the candle range properly. I'm going to show you an easy way to practice this in a second. But you guys can see that price did go to that, it ran straight to that draw on liquidity, and we were able to hit TP. This wasn't as big of a trade, but it was still a 2.34R trade, and it was pretty solid. But this, guys, is clear as day. This is the draw on liquidity. Look at, this is where price was attracted to. This is where price wanted to run to. This is where people probably had their stop losses, and you got to see why, because right, the market is faking a change of direction, right? Oh, we're in a downtrend now. Actually, no, we're not. Stops up here, everyone taken out. So one thing I want to say, this is what I want to say, because I noticed some people in the comments saying they get tagged out sometimes. Even I got tagged out. If you guys watched yesterday's video, I got tagged out on that one trade. Sometimes you might just get tagged out. Here's the best thing you can do though, if you want to practice this, and if you want to get better at just getting the trades, taking the setups, this is what I suggest. Try it on a paper account, or try it with very, very low risk on either your prop account or your cash account. But do this instead. Whenever you have an entry, and even if you wanted to enter when price came back above, I would highly recommend that you wait for candles to switch direction, because that way you actually have some structural foundation on the 15-minute or whatever time frame you're using. But do this. This is what you need to do. Let me take this. Well, no, I don't even need to take the trade off. When you have an entry like this here, we're going to bar replay it. Whenever you have an entry, I don't know why the bar replay is taking forever. If you want to practice this concept, whenever you have an entry and you don't want to get tagged out, or if you feel like you've been getting tagged out because you're not waiting or whatever, let's say you got in over here, put your take profit up here and do this. Simply take your take profit, put it the same as your stop loss, and just take 1-to-1s. Take 1-to-1s for a while, take 10 trades and see how they do. You're going to find though that the highest probability is price going here. Now, this gives you enough breathing room, but at the same time, it gives you more risk. So what are you going to want to do in turn? You're going to want to probably reduce your position size. The reason I'm presenting this to you though, guys, is because if you're getting in a little early, if you're kind of feeling like you're rushed to the setup and you don't want to wait like this for candles to switch direction, and you find that anyways, price is going to go there anyways, just do 1-to-1. If you really are getting tagged out on your trades, if you're not sure what to do with your stop loss, just put it 1-to-1 with your take profit, because you'll find even if you have been getting tagged out, where's price going right after you got tagged out? It's going exactly here, right? So with that being said, this is not something I'm doing right now, but it's still just as profitable. This is just like a worst case scenario is you lose 1-to-1, but it'll give you all the breathing room you need. I personally, just because of my experience with it, don't believe I need all that breathing room, so I have not personally been setting it like that. But just for those of you who are trying to get a hang of the concepts to make things easier, I wanted to share that little gem with you. Just simply kick your stop loss back to 1-to-1, because that's one of the biggest things I'm seeing in the comments. Where do I put my stop? Where do I put my stop? I try to explain it. You want to put it after the candle direction switch like that. And even yesterday, I got tagged out on one. But with that being said, if you want to just give it more breathing room, which I think isn't a bad thing, I think going 1-to-1 is perfectly fine. I think it's extremely profitable and accurate model, even without going 1-to-1. So how much more will it be with 1-to-1? Because you're not going to get little tag outs here and there. I think that could help some of you. So I wanted to share that. If it doesn't mean anything, just forget it. Either way, though, I hope all of you guys had a great trading week. I know the markets were just moving super in line with our strategy, with our method this week. And we're going to keep continuing to see the same thing next week and so on and so forth. And we're going to keep putting in the work. But we are up to, where is it? We're up to 3,305. We are on the road to 10K. This is going to happen. We're going to flip it up. And I just appreciate all of you guys who are on this journey with us. I'm going to start dropping like psychology videos too on Saturdays, mindset videos, like kind of different, like deeper, like just kind of talking to the camera videos every Saturday. So keep an eye out for that tomorrow. It'll be like 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm going to start doing that just once a week, kind of like my garage talks. I don't know if it's going to be in the garage, but wanted to share that too. So if you guys are liking this, like I always say, just subscribe, comment, like, share it with a friend. That's the best way you can support the channel, and just keep us growing alongside you. So love you guys. Have a good weekend and look forward to that video tomorrow.